All right, hello and welcome to this Long Island weather alert. Dealt with a brutal day today, hot, and not really. They say it was less humid, but it felt really thick out there, and very bad air quality too. This was this evening, looking at the sky, and you could see just how thick the haze was. Most of it at the surface this time, so really air quality was not good. Not good at all for being outside and walking around at all. And this is what it looked like this evening. And you can see just how hazy things were still as this backdoor cold front or cool front is coming through. You can sort of see it on the satellite here if we go back a little bit here. You can sort of see that line of clouds. That kind of represents the backdoor front. But again, take a look at all the smoke that we have. Some of it aloft, some of it at the surface, and some pretty bad air quality out there. Air quality alert remains in effect through tonight into this evening. You can see here. Air quality alerts are in effect. And definitely it did hit 90 here in Mineola. I'll show you what the temperature was 90 in Mineola this afternoon around 3 o'clock. 90 degrees there. I have a thermometer now I'm taking with me. And you can get these thermometers really cheap on Amazon, like a bunch of them. So, and not much better at I should have been doing this for more because this is where I can take temperatures now. 86 degrees at Belmore, so not a big difference between Mineola and Belmore, just 4 degrees. The sea breeze was very weak, really was only felt at the beaches, so it really was very warm. And right now, temperature's still around 80 degrees, paying 79 at Farmdale. Dew point's down at 57. The winds have shifted around, however, from the west-southwest. It did hit 90 at Farmingdale today, so it did hit 90, and a lot of Long Island got up there because of the killer west wind that we had today. And showing you what the day was like at Farmingdale, you can see that we did have a westerly wind, killer west wind, a weak sea breeze in the evening. Did drop temperatures down at Farmingdale down to the mid 80s, but the dew points climbed up. The dew points really never actually got that low. They were in the 60s, which is kind of uncomfortable, especially when the temperature is that high. And then you could see no restrictions to the surface visibility. You could see, and then the winds went back to northwest at a little after 7 o'clock, and the breeze died down. And it actually, temperature actually felt like it got warmer, especially if you were on the South Shore at the time. So a very warm day. Islip at 77. Dew point still 61, a little bit better. Oh, they avoided hitting 90. They got up to 88 degrees. So let's look at the map. We'll show you the high temperatures today. And you can see around 90 degrees in much of Nassau County. Unless you were right at the beach. Right at the beach, it was only 76. If you were right at, looks like Yilgo Beach there. But everywhere else, upper 80s in Suffolk County. Upper 80s to around 90. And out on the Forks, you had mid 80s. And working your way, LaGuardia hit 90, JFK hit 90. So it again shows you no sea breeze today, especially the further west you were. The further east you were, the better the sea breeze was. You were away from the furnace that is the state of New Jersey. 86 at Central Park for a high. And if you were in Jersey, yeah, you were up there even warmer. How about 93 in Toms River? Yeah, unbelievable. So, yeah, lows got to the mid-60s, so it wasn't all that low. So well above normal today. We'll look at the statistics for Islip, and we have a high of 88 degrees. That's 12 degrees above normal. A low of 65, which is 5 degrees above normal. Puts us 9 degrees above normal for the day. So pretty hot out there. Again, and it just you felt it how thick it was with that bad air quality that we had in effect. No showers or thunderstorms popped up. There was a few weak ones off to the west with the backdoor front. But, again, it's such a weak front that it's really not stirring up anything. Let's go and look at the whatchamacallit, the air quality. AQI. We'll go to the AQI map here, and you can see here we definitely got some really not so great air quality here out there. Let's go to the purple air map. We'll show you. I love this map. This is great. And probably a way to get it to set up to go into my area. to show you our area. But you can see here as this loads in a minute. Look at these oranges. This is not good. 100. Yeah, that's not good at all. So you got 100 in Nassau County. 100 is PM 2.5. That's the smoke. All right. And then if you go to the north, it gets a little worse. 117. So yeah, that gets a little worse there. You can see that's and nowhere is it good in the Northeast. You go up to Boston, even behind this backdoor front, there is some improvement. You have to go way up there. If you go way up there, oh man, yeah, Plattsburgh is good. 50, they're only at 52, and then you're up in Montreal. There may be some haze over there, but not nearly as bad. This is where the cleaner air is in eastern Canada. We're not going to get into that really. You can see, and again, most of the country just dealing with this terrible air quality, thanks to all this smoke that we're dealing with. Unless you're in the south or out west, we went over this yesterday. So we'll take the satellite out a little more, the CONUS view, show you all the smoke that we've got. And you can see the smoke is the east is smoky, but the west is not so bad. And you can see a lot of thunderstorms popping up over there in the Midwestern states, I guess. Not an issue for us. I will go ahead and look at the Canada, northern U.S. and see how much smoke there is out there. And it still looks like there's a decent amount of smoke. However, a little less in eastern Canada. So there's some improvements there. Don't see quite as big plumes of smoke over there. Maybe they're getting the fires under control. Hopefully, because I miss seeing blue skies. I really miss blue skies. I really do miss blue skies. It sucks, every day it's like this hazy. When the sun's out, it's hazy and yucky, and then you got the clouds to deal with behind that. So, looking at our weather map, you see what we've got backdoor front, and this is going to be beginning of, sail along with me. Stalled front syndrome is going to be back for a while. You can see the backdoor front moves through, but then stalls to the south, and then we're going to be dealing with it stalled to the south, waves of low pressure, riding along it through the weekend, which could bring us some rain chances and plenty of clouds. We've broken records how many weekends we've had with rain. I think there's been like 20 or more weekends, maybe I think 30 more weekends. It's just insanity with this. It really is. So let's go and take a look at the models here. We'll go to the European. I'm not going to bother with the GFS anymore. I'll show you the weekend and what's going to be happening. So you can see, there's a high. And if you're up in eastern Canada, you'll probably have nice weather into tomorrow. But our area will be dealing with some clouds, a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. But then you see what happens by the weekend. We got a wave of low pressure that rides along it, bringing rain chances for Saturday. And then a little bit on Sunday. You see a high tries to build in off to the east. And the reason this is happening, we've seen this so many times before, is that we don't really have much of a jet stream. So we keep seeing this stall front syndrome with the highs going off to the northeast. It's always an issue. And you can see that continues into next week as well. So, yeah, it's a really crappy pattern that we're in, unfortunately. Let's look at the... go to the regional, get a closer look at all of this that's going to be happening. We'll go to the HRRR model first. I'll first show you the dew points and wind flows. Just to show you the stall front. There's the front coming through right now, the backdoor front. It sinks to the south tomorrow. Doesn't really, it looks like it does make it through most of New Jersey. We've got an east wind, so hopefully with this kind of dry air in place, we should be able to score a mostly dry Friday. We've actually managed to score a couple of dry days in a row, amazingly. But the problem is, as we get into Saturday morning, we got a wave of low pressure. We get some more moisture that rides along it, and that could bring in some rain chances for us on Saturday. And that is the problem. So looking at our temperatures will be much lower heading into by morning. Well, they won't drop all that much, but tomorrow it won't rise nearly as much. Well, temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, maybe close to 80 inland. Not nearly as oppressive as it was today. And then tomorrow night, you'll see the temperatures drop into the upper 50s and low 60s. And then Saturday is going to be cool. We're really struggling to reach the low 70s with plenty of cloud cover and some showers around. So we'll go ahead and look at the rest of the weekend here. Go to the European for this. Just to show you what we're dealing with here. So again, you see that there's that There's the first wave right there on Saturday, and then as you head into Sunday, we see it again a little bit behind that. We get a little more of a easterly flow again behind it, which a little more drop in the dew points on Sunday, which hopefully maybe can keep the day drier for the most part, but it still is going to stay on the cool side with that kind of setup. That's your Father's Day for you, kind of a gloomy Father's Day, because if we look at this, you see, yeah, plenty of cloud cover right there. So probably not going to see the sun. In fact, probably not going to see the sun. Tomorrow's your last day you're going to see it, and then we're going to be back into this crap again that we've been dealing with. And again, it's all because we don't have a jet stream. So actually, I should pan this out to the North American view and explain to you why what's going on with the jet stream here. We'll look at the jet stream. You can see barely a jet stream here. It's way up in Canada, whatever we do have. So it's very disorganized, all right? And when we have this kind of thing set up, you see what goes on here. It's not allowing any real ridging to take place. Though it does start looking a little bit better by next week. So just show you that. I don't show you that often, but just explain to you why the pattern sucks the way it does. All right, let's go back to the HRRR and take a look at its radar simulation and see what precipitation. That was a little. Some of the models were overly aggressive at generating precipitation this evening. Really didn't see that much. Tomorrow, the HRRR is trying to generate a line of showers in the afternoon, just off to our south, perhaps grazing the south shore. Whether that actually happens or not, I have my doubts. But the steadier rain is going to come in as we get towards Saturday morning. You can see some showers, and you can see there those showers. And then as we get toward the evening, it tries to dry it out, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be dry. We may be dealing with sucky drizzle again. We'll have to look at some more models for that. Let's go over to the NAM next. Now, we have the NAM in through zero, so we can look at the NAM for tomorrow. And you can see NAM also tries to pop a shower up along the south shore. I think this might be overly aggressive. We'll have to see if that actually develops, but it's definitely better chance for rain as we head into Saturday. And if we look at the 18Z run here, you'll see it won't really be all that heavy either. It looks like the heavy stuff stays to the south, but it's just going to be gloomy, and yeah, it could linger around. You can see it looks like it has it lingering through Saturday evening, so it might be a wet Saturday evening with sucky drizzle perhaps again. Yeah, that's very possible at this point. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. I'll have another update on the weekend for you tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I feel like it. I'm so sick of this pattern. I really am. It's awful. You get the idea of what we're going to be dealing with. And then looking at the European, Sunday looks like it's a better day. So I'm hoping Sunday we'll be able to. It still has some stuff over us, though. So we're going to have to see if there's going to be sucky drizzle or not. We'll have to look at some humidity levels and things like that. Determine if that. But there's a good bet of that happening on Saturday, I think, at this point. And then this doesn't go away next week. We're still dealing with it. So yeah, I'm just disgusted here. Still dealing with it here. If I look at the European, you'll see stall front still there. And look at this. We're all the way to Wednesday. What ends up happening is the front moves back north again, and we get into a warm and humid airflow as we get into Wednesday. But if you're looking for any cool, dry weather, well, I'm sorry, can't do that for you. Yeah, I really don't feel like doing it tomorrow night. I'm doing the weekend weather tonight. So I gotta make the most of tomorrow, because after that, we're back on this crap again. So go to the RGM, look at the skies. Obviously, there's gonna be plenty of clouds around. Here we go into tomorrow. There'll be plenty of high clouds around. The sun will peek out from time to time, but partly to mostly cloudy tomorrow. We did have a decent amount of sunshine the past couple of days, although it was really hazy and really hard to enjoy it with the poor air quality. But the RGM kind of tells the story, stall front syndrome. If you go to the north, if you're in Canada, yeah, you'll be good. That's definitely much better over there. Even Michigan, a little more away from that stalled front. But for us, we're going to be stuck in it. This goes right through Monday, by the way. And I know the Euro doesn't have a cloud simulation, but the GFS does, and we can use that too. It kind of just shows the story here. I don't really start getting out until Wednesday, and then we start getting into the heat. This is the GFS, and could be dealing with some heat next week. Oh yeah, this is the GFS showing, and as we deal with, we'll get back. It looks like the heat wave starts next week, so we'll start getting into some heat next week. At least the GFS is showing that, and then maybe after that we get another stall. Who knows? This isn't the long range. We're supposed to just do the weekend here. So pretty much this is what the weekend looks like now. As far as rainfall amounts go back to European. Fairly light, but then as you get to Saturday, it looks like it does have some heavier amounts over the east end where some heavier showers could develop depending on where that all sets up on Saturday. So, I mean, yep. This is what it looks like for you, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm so tired of this rap, man. I'm so tired of it. I just want to go somewhere else. I don't want to deal with this anymore, man. I really do need to get away from here. I'd never traveled in my life, but I'm scared to travel alone. But I may have to be for my own well-being because I can't take this weather anymore. I really can't. It's breaking me. It's breaking a lot of people. I hear a lot of people complaining about it. So let's go to the smoke model. Not just me. A lot of people are fed up. Well, this is what you get with climate change. Stall front syndrome. It's not normal. Fronts are supposed to move through. They're not supposed to stall out. So let's look at the smoke model here. Going into tomorrow. And there's still going to be smoke around. Haze. It's better, some better air quality than north, but there's still a decent amount of haze around. Then as we get into the Saturday, of course, the air quality improves, but it's going to be raining. So that's why the air quality improves, of course. We'll look at the near-surface smoke. There's still some near-surface smoke. That does seem to clear out as we get to tomorrow. So we should have better air quality tomorrow than today. It won't be great. It won't be perfect, but it's going to be better than today because today was absolutely awful, and you could feel it just walking around. It was just really, really miserable. All right, we will look at Ventu Sky and try to see if this... Actually, I'm not even going to use this one. Let's use Windy. And take a look at the weekend. And we'll use the visibility parameter to determine where there could be sucky drizzle around. So, fine. Tomorrow we're fine. Except for, again, a possible pop-up shower. But you better get your activity in tomorrow. Because Saturday, this is what it looks like in the morning. And then as we get toward later in the day... Yep, it looks like the rain. It looks like maybe by the evening we can get rid of some of the sucky drizzle. It looks like by 7 the Euro is saying no to the sucky drizzle, and hopefully it kind of stays off to the south on Sunday. So I'm hoping we don't have to deal with it. I really hope we don't. I really hope we don't. I do not want to deal with it. I am so sick and tired of that freaking drizzle. I'm trying not to use bad words, but this weather is just bloody awful. It's like this is like United Kingdom weather. It may be worse. It's just I don't know how people deal with this. I can't. We'll go ahead and look at Ventu Sky as well and see what this has for visibility as well. And you can see the humidity is high, 90%. So this is part of the issue. You have high humidity. So you go into Sunday. Humidity's a little lower, 80%, so less likely to have drizzle. And tomorrow we'll have much lower. Tomorrow will be the last day of lower humidity, and then we get kind of in the dampness. So let's go to clouds, look at visibility, and see what it has here. Does it have some lower visibility? Nothing really indicating that there could be some patchy drizzle, perhaps, but I'm hoping we don't have it. I'm hoping we don't. But just keep that in the back of your mind that there could be some sucky drizzle around on the weekend, Saturday particularly, with the moisture in the air. We've seen this so many times already with the stall front syndrome. You're on the cool side of it, and that's what happens. And hopefully as we get towards Sunday, yeah, we won't have any sucky drizzle. So, but we will have plenty of clouds. So, yeah, I know. It's awful. That's awful. I'll tell you. Well, where do you, if you can go somewhere and you want to have nice weather, where can you go? All right. Well, we'll first start with the southeast. All right. We'll look at the clearest. We'll go here. We'll go here and be hot, but we'll show you just looking at skies here. This is the RGM for Florida, and Florida will be warm and humid, but there'll be sunshine and scattered thunderstorms around. If you want to get away for Father's Day, if you have the money and resources to do that or the courage to go away, my number one pick is going to be the Southwest because plenty of clear skies over there. Not a cloud in the sky at all. It will be on the warm side, I think, because that's where the ridge is. Let's see what we got here for temperatures. We'll shift this over to the European. There will be some heat in the Southwest, but if you're in Flagstaff, it should be in the 80s. Flagstaff should be very nice. As you get to Sunday, things start to heat up a little more. That's when you start to see some more heat. Next week, you'll start to see things heat up a little more in the Southwest. If you want to go there, we can also just do this. This is the the lazy man's way of doing it, but put Flagstaff in for you. And 75 and clear, plenty of sunshine every day. So it's going to start getting warm, but the humidity will be low, and the air quality will be good. We can look at anywhere in California for that matter. Looks like pretty nice. Sacramento, California. You want to go there? 77 looks like it's going to start heating up, but plenty of sun, no rain in the forecast. So go out west. That's where the nice weather is going to be. The east of the Rockies, we're stuck in this crap, basically all this humidity. Or you can go to Canada, where they probably would, again, it looks like if we get the weather for, Environment Canada, which is their weather service, by the way, which will eventually be better than ours, thanks to you-know-who. Let's see what we got here. We'll pick a city. Let's pick Ottawa. Looks pretty nice. All right, there's some chances of rain, but it looks like the next 3 days in Ottawa are pretty nice. So Father's Day looks nice. A mix of sun and clouds. Some chances of showers. So generally the eastern part of the United States is the place to avoid. You want to either go north or go west to avoid the stall front syndrome. So that is all I got for you tonight. If you can't travel, do so. I wish I could. I really need to. I've never done it before, and I'm afraid to do it. But honestly, it's enough of this. I've had it. I really have. I want blue skies, sunshine, good air quality. Is that too much to ask for? Doesn't even have to be that cool. I just want blue skies, sunshine, and good air quality. As those three things. Can we get those things, please? I can't even do that. Not this year. Not here in New York or the Northeast, for that matter. So that is all. Have a good night and a good weekend. Thank you for watching.